we are aware of the causes and also aware of effects. So what precaution we should take? That we have to discuss. So the precautions for restoration of this forest. Precautions. Now one of the precaution is afforestation. Now afforestation means growing plants in a new area. Previously where there was no forest, that is afforestation. That means growing plants in a new locality. This is known as afforestation. But what is reforestation? Reforestation means, suppose in one area forest was there, but it has been deforested. So in that deforested land, again you grow plants. That is a reforestation. That means restoring plants in an area where previously forest was there. Then the third point. The third point is usually since 1950 in India, vanmohoshtab is celebrated. And during this vanmohoshtab, both government and different NGOs, they plant new trees to restore the number of plants. Then the fourth one is forestry. That is to grow forestry, which is again of 4 types, depending upon the situation. Now one type of forestry we can tell it is a social forestry. So in case of social forestry, usually quick growing plants are usually grown so that very rapidly they can grow. And usually these plants are grown by the side of the roads. This is very common. Then the second one is known as urban forestry. Now, most of the people, they live in urban areas, so there they cannot grow very big trees, but they can grow trees for flowers, fruits, and shade. Then the third type is agroforestry. In agroforestry, the agriculture department, it can grow trees, shrubs, then horticultural plants, and also grasses. And the fourth category is production plantation. Now what is this production plantation? Production plantation means growing trees for the requirement of different industries. That means to solve the industrial requirements. The trees which are required for industrial requirements, they are known as the production plantation. So these are the 4 types of forestry that are usually adopted in India. Now, how this forestry is restored, we'll discuss some of the case studies. And the case studies are also very interesting. So case studies. So I'm on the case studies. Now on the first case. In 1731, there is a king in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Jodhpur, Rajasthan. And the king wanted to construct a new palace for which he requires wood. And he asked his minister to collect the timbers for construction of a new palace. So the minister along with his workers went to the forest. In the forest there is a village in which the people who are living, they are known as Bishnois. And there is a very close association of these Bishnois with the nature. The nature was their friend, the plants were their friends. So when the workers of the king, they tried to cut these trees, the local people of the Bishnois, they objected to it. But they didn't obey. The workers of the king, they didn't obey. And there was one lady known as Amrita Devi. He set one example. Amrita Devi set one example. She hugged the tree and asked the workers, you cannot cut this tree. If you want to cut this tree, you cut me first. And unfortunately, the workers of the king, they cut the tree along with Amrita Devi. That means she sacrificed her life. After that, Amrita Devi had 3 daughters. And the other people of this that village, all of them hugged the trees and they sacrificed their life. This is a glaring example to save the nature. So this is case 1. And after this incident, the government of India put one prize that is known as Amrita Devi Bishnoi Wildlife Protection Act. Wildlife Protection Act. And according to this act, anybody or any group, any community who will protect the nature will be awarded. So this is also very important. This is case number 1. Now come to the case number 2. The case number 2 is the chipkomovement. And you have heard this chipkomovement. This occurred in the Garhwal forest of the Himalayas. And the people of that area, with the leadership of 2 leaders, one leader is known as Chandi Prasad Bhatt of Gopeshwar, and the other is Sundarlal Bahuguna. You must have heard his name, Sundarlal Bahuguna of Tehri region. Along with the local people, they hugged the trees and they didn't allow the contractors to cut the trees. So these are 2 glaring examples. If we give a third example, the third example took place in South India, and it is known as the appikomovement. Appikomovement, and the leader here was Panduram Hegde. So with his leadership, the appikomovement took place in the South India. And again in South India, in Kerala, you might have heard the name of Silent Valley. When government tried to deforest the Silent Valley for some other purposes, the local people objected it. So these are the different cases how the forest or how the nature can be saved. Then we will conclude this with this that Government of India, here I am writing, the Government of India has formed one joint forest management. Joint forest management, it is known as JFM, and it was established in 1980. So what is the aim of this joint forest management? So government decided if the local people will be associated with the safeguard of the forests in their area, then that will be more benefited. So according to this joint forest committee, the government, again along with the people of local people, they safeguarded the forest, and in return the local people, they got fruits, medicines, then gum, rubber, all these things they collected free of cost. But by that they conserved and the forest area. So this is about deforestation, and from deforestation also some important questions usually come in the examination. So we will discuss again two questions. So one question is that is global warming. Global warming can be controlled. Global warming can be controlled by, first choice, increasing deforestation. The second one, reducing deforestation, and cutting down use of fossil fuels. The third choice, reduced deforestation, and increase in fossil fuels. And the fourth one is increasing deforestation and slowing down growth of human population. And this question was asked in NEET 2013. Now let us discuss the second question. Shifting cultivation method of forest conservation is also known as, first choice, Tongia forestry. The second one is social forestry. Third one is zoom cultivation, and the fourth one is none of these. So from the deforestation, these are the type of questions which are usually asked. I hope now you have very clear understanding about deforestation, and with this video the entire environmental issues chapter is complete. Next we will start some other new chapter. Thank you very much. God bless you. and wish you a very bright future.